Hello and welcome back to me unfolding the baler. 6 ashes. We are going to bale all of this straw. We're going to keep a couple for ourselves. And yeah, we'll just sell the rest. We're not going to need it all. I was debating whether to have any straw at all. And just not give the cows any straw and just go straight to slurry, which is what I am thinking. So we might sell all of these bales. I don't know, it all depends, because the cows are producing far too much manure. I mean, it's getting a struggle to constantly keep going to it. So if we don't give them straw, we'll just get slurry, and we can deal with it that way, which is going to be a lot easier. But right now, the weather is absolutely fantastic for cotton. I did say in a previous episode, should we look at doing cotton? I had a comment about saying give it a go. Basically, give it a go for it, try it. So that's what we're going to do. I have installed the Brazilian cotton mod. We don't have a semi, that's the only issue. To be able to haul them things around to a sell point. So we might have to lease. It all depends. Do we have anything in the silo that's... we only have the wheat. And wheat right now is a really bad price. 545, 551. Kind of sucks, but it is what it is. We just think we'll need a little bit of money, because I'm thinking about buying the equipment rather than leasing. We could buy the main bulk of the equipment and then lease a semi truck just to, you know, move the things around to a sell point, because you don't really want to be using our case to lift up a big old bale. But the difference is, with what we're looking at in the cotton technology, is this here, these three. This is what the cotton goes into. You then obviously lift it up, tip it into this thing, and this packs it. And then there's that. We could always look at buying a dolly and using, you know, like the Zerion or our John Deere to pull it, because that'll definitely have the power to pull it. So will the John Deere or the Zerion will. So there's always that option of getting a dolly system, but then it's all about slot count. Are we going to have enough slots to be able to do it? Are we going to have to get rid of some pieces of equipment? I don't know. It's going to be one of those ones where you just wish you didn't have a slot count on console, because it's just really annoying. But it is what it is, so take it with a pinch of salt. Just wondering how many bales we'll get off of this field. Get a fair few. I might just look at selling these bales straight away, just to bring in some extra funds. We're not really going to need the straw. Because we are giving the cows silage, so they're okay with that. We do have plenty of silage at the farm. Like I was saying, I was worrying about straw, but with the amount of manure that the cows are giving us, it is just far too much. So we could look at selling the manure spreader, and just get a cheap slurry tank that isn't too high on the slot count. It's just the John Deere equipment is an absolute killer. on a slot count, but they're absolutely beautiful tractors. So we could look at possibly selling the John Deere that we're using now and just keep the big boy. I don't know. But I do have an idea. Just stop you for now. If we go onto here. Right, here we are currently in this field. Over to our farm, which is here. Right. We have this grass field here. We have this one here. And we have the big one at the back. I was thinking about literally just ripping all of this grass up and turning this into our cotton field. It's got big entryways here and here, so it's going to be easier for the cotton harvester to get through, because, I mean, it's got to be a wide area. We have a gate there and a gate there for access as well, which is definitely going to make things easier for us. So, my plan is to get all these straw bales done, and then look at ripping up this grass. Could I cut it first? Of course I could. Do I want to? Not really. But, like I say, we've got all this grass. We've got all this grass here. We're fine. I'm just going to rip this up. And do you want to know why? It's because it's my farm. And I do what I want. So, I'm going to knock all this out. Get all this baled. Whew. Start the engine first. My feet normally helps. But like I said though, I'm going to get all of this baled. And then we'll head on over to the store. And we'll see what it's going to be like on the old slot count. Hopefully it isn't going to be too bad on the slot count, because we are getting pretty high. Still, I do want to really get some cotton in, because it is the right weather to get it in the ground. And I've never used that cotton mod, so it's going to be a challenge all in itself. So I'll see you all after I've done this, and we'll head on over to the store. So the baling is done. Let's just have a quick look at how that got on. Look at all those bales. Absolutely beautiful. There are a fair amount of bales there. So how many bales did we actually do? Let's have a quick gander. In this session we created 41 bales. That's actually really impressive. So, cotton technology is going to be 250,000 for this cotton harvester, the John Deere 9996. It's a bit of a beast. We already have the planter to be able to plant the cotton. So here we go, the John Deere 9996. We're going to buy it. It leaves us with 46,933. Not a lot of money. I'm just hoping we have enough on the slot count to be able to buy these. There's that and that. And this. Okay, so we are going to need a dolly system, because we just don't have a semi. We've got 29,000 left. More than enough to get a dolly. Dolly system. This one will do. Wide or standard? Have wide tyres. Why not? Right, there we go. So that is, and I still need to take that back. Really need to stop leaving that there. So we have brought our own John Deere cotton harvester. This is a modded one. If we have a quick look, there we go. The top lifts up, and yeah, it looks a nifty piece of kit. So there we go, we've got that. This will then empty its cotton content into this. And this will, you can empty your content into this big thing. And I need to figure out, I think you need to be attached to it, but I'm sure you do. Yeah, I'm sure you do. You need to be attached to it. And then this thing comes along, packs it all down, the back opens up, and the cotton drops out the back as you're pulling forward. Nifty piece of kit. And then we have this big thing here that will literally grab the bale for us. Should roll it along these metal grid rollers, pull it up, and then we can sell the cotton. And we obviously have the dolly system, because we are going to be having to use the likes of like our Xerion or the big John Deere. It's going to have to be something big to pull this, and we're definitely going to need something big to pull this. So there we are, we brought some brand new cotton equipment. Let's get that off, and let's check the weather to see if we are able to plan. Right, it's 30 right now. 20 is the ground temperature. 16 is what we need for cotton. So let's get ripping up some ground. I'm trying to think, where are we? Let's not that one. We need the big boy John Deere. Do believe I put that back in here. I'm trying to think which does cotton. I think it's the planter that does cotton, so we are going to have to cultivate that grass field. Just have a quick check though, just to make sure. That's corn, sunflowers, soybeans, sugar beet, cotton. Yeah, it's the planter. Right, so little buddy, I think he is connected to the crumbler. Oh, he was connected to the crumbler. Let's get that grass field ripped up, because we're going to be planting some cotton. Really excited to be able to use these pieces of equipment. I very rarely do cotton. I think the last time I did do cotton, it was Washoe, Nevada, I believe. I'm going the wrong way. There isn't an entryway this side, it's that side. See, concentration, whoa, is key. And apparently Mr. P has none, and I'm wobbling all over the place. Right, let's get this gate opened. I have slowed time down to ×1 original time, just to give us a bit of a start. That's it, for keeping on ×5 for now whilst we're trying to do this. We're just going to run out of time. It's already 4:34, early summer. I do want to have a bit of time to be able to get this done. But this is the big field that we are going to be doing. Right over there. Here we go. Here. This big field is going to be our cotton field. It's going to be a fair sized cotton field. Look how small little buddy looks compared to this field. But it is a big beast. So let's crack on. Let's get ready. Get this ground ripped up. There we go. Wow, there's a fair old gap from here to that side. Might be worth getting our plough and just ploughing that out. Get a bit more ground. It's a big old gap. Well, we'll get this done for now, because this is going to be our main task for right now. And I think next season what we'll do is we'll look at extending this out, possibly. Oh, wobbling all over. Get straight. There we go. So, the big beastie, again with the Case 110 crumbler, ripping up a grass field, because we're going to be planting cotton. Again, daunting. I've never used that type of cotton machinery. How do you unload it? How do you use that packer machine? I have absolutely no clue. But we'll find out together, I'm sure. Alright, so let's cut this way. How far does the edge of this field go? Oh, not too far. It's fine though, ripping up all the weeds as well, which is brilliant. There we go. There we are. No Mr. P. The split axle in the centre that throws me out. So let's have a quick look. You can really see the boundary of the field, from the field to the original grass. Now it's a big old gap. Next season I think we are going to rip a bigger area at the side of this field. Get a fair amount of yield just off that bit that isn't used. I mean, down here, look at this big gap down that side. That's big. Right, this is going to be a task in itself. Oh. Right, so what I'm going to do is, yes, we're going to skip to a montage of Little Buddy and the Case 110 Crumbler getting this work done. It is 4:38. We're going to be running out of daylight probably in the next couple of hours. It does get dark. It'll start getting dark pretty quick, so montage time, and then we'll look at getting our John Deere with the planter out in the field, and we'll get this seeded with cotton. Exciting time. So see you all after the montage. The last little strip, just, well, bit there and obviously there, and then we're going to get cotton in the ground. Oh, ho, 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 it's going to be exciting. I'm really looking forward to being able to use the old cotton harvester. I don't know how well it's going to work out, but still, it's going to be worth a try. Oh, scary stuff. So what we're going to do is we're going to get the big John Deere, where we'll get our planter, and we'll get planting some cotton. Hopefully I do alright. Come on. Oh, there, wobbly bob. Go like a slalom through the cows. Still can't believe how much water those things take. Especially on this map, they take a lot of water. Turn you around. Let's just park you in here for now. And hit the wall just to show what it's like. I absolutely love that tractor. Up we go. Alright, so we did already connect. I wonder how much seed we've got. It might do it. If not, we can always top up again. Alright, so let's swing and reverse it in here. Look at that, like I knew what I was doing. So we've got cotton set in our John Deere planter. This is not going to be easy to get around here. It never is. take like the really wide turn, and even then I got slightly stuck. Take a bit of a wider turn here. There we go. Once you get used to it, it's not too horrible trying to get this thing around the farm. Just trying to get it around that little piece around the farm at the back of the farm. That's the worst bit. But this really shouldn't take that long. With how big this planter is, we should be able to get cotton in the ground pretty quick. Alright, let's wait for this to open a little bit. There we go. It is lowering down. How clever is that? It all slides along there. That's clever. Alright, let's get lined up. Straighten out Mr. P, be a great start. There we go. Alright, get it on, get it down, and get it started. This is going to be one big cotton field, and next season what we'll do is we will use I think our John Deere ripper can create fields, so we can rip along the side here, adding more space. Just right now we are on a bit of a crunch to get this cotton planted, because we've only got a set amount of time. Hopefully this doesn't wilt or die. I'm hoping not, but you never know. It's worth a try, it's worth planting, see what happens. If not, no harm, no loss. Straighten that a little bit. Let's just get that little piece that's on the edge. There we go. I absolutely love using this John Deere planter. I believe we do have this planter on the Brazilian map. With that other big, beautiful John Deere tractor. I absolutely love that tractor. We could possibly look at selling our small John Deere and possibly buying that big beast. But you'll have to let me know in the comments down below. Should we sell our small John Deere and get the new modded 8000 series? Is it the 8000 series or the 9000 series? The big beefy one. It's nice. I like it. Old style, new mod. But should we do that? Should we sell our small John Deere and buy that big beast? Like the one we've got on the Brazilian map, that big John Deere. I do believe it is the 8000 series. Because it is pretty cheap and it's 300 plus horsepower. So, it'd be nice to have another big boy on the farm. We do have this, we have the Zerion. But the Zerion is the one that's going to be doing the mowing for us. Having a big tractor like that as a mower, kind of weird, but is what it is. Wow, this field is pretty big. Hopefully we do get a decent yield of cotton in this. Hopefully in the next series that does come out, not this, the Valley of the Old Farm or the Brazilian map, but hopefully the next series that is to be made, I am looking into the possibility of using the precision farming mod, where you have to take soil samples and and all things like that. But what do you think I should do? Should I turn it into like a realistic survival series kind of thing, where everything's in like first person? If you go out, it's like a drone. Do you think it would be better like that, doing all the soil samples and things? Or do you think we should just do a normal Let's Play as we normally do, but use the precision farming stuff where we have to take soil samples and the like? So let me know what you think about all that down in the comments. And wow, my fertilizer's going down pretty quick. Good job I brought the fertilizer tank back to the farm. There we go. I'm really excited to be using cotton. To be able to use something other than the John Deere round cotton harvester or the case square one. It's really nice to be able to use something different that adds that different dynamic to the game, which I like. It's like, I don't mind using the small machinery. I mean, you saw the small mower we started off with in this series, and I cut all the grass, so you know I don't mind the small tedious work. It's just having the time to get it done with all that's going on in the world. Doesn't really give anybody much time. And I've got a dog snoring just to the left of me. Brilliant. So all we need in the microphone is the dog snoring. Alright, come on. Nice. Right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to crack on with this, and I will see you when we get a little bit further, because I do think that we're probably going to be running out of liquid fertilizer before this field is finished. But like I said, I did bring the liquid fertilizer tanker and the lights back to the farm. 490 litres now in the old liquid fertilizer. How are we doing seed wise? Just over 1,500, so that's pretty good. I like that the seed doesn't go down pretty quick in this. Actually looking, we might make it just with a little bit left. I don't know. Let me know in the comments, do you think we're going to make it? You'll probably know at the end of this anyway, so are we going to be able to make this before our fertilizer runs out? It's looking pretty good so far. But if we do need to bring the old liquid tank over, we can do for some 30 squirt. Hope we get. So what are your thoughts on the Brazilian map that I made? Well, I didn't make it, I altered it, built a farm, built the cow's pens and built all that up. And are you serious with those weeds? How quickly did they pop up? Come on now. What are they on? Oh, and there. Those weeds popped up really fast. That's realism out the window. And with the next series that I do create, I would like your input. How many day seasons should we use? Should we use 3-day seasons, 6-day seasons, 9 days, 12 days? I do believe it goes up to 12 days. Let's have a quick look, is it? 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21, 24. Okay. So, it does go to a fair amount. But how many in the next series that is made? What days do we do? Do we do 3, 6, 9? Honestly, I'm not too fussed. The more days there are, the more work you can possibly get done, just depending on your fields. especially if we are going to be using the precision DLC, because we're going to have to take the time to lime, do the soil samples of all the fields. Which I think would be pretty good, because it's going to give us plenty of time to, in the next one, get soil samples sorted. Have to take into account that we will need the DLC John Deere Gator, or the RX something they call it in here. Oh, come on, are we going to have enough fertilizer? I think we are. Happy days. Right, let's lift this up. This last little piece. Here we go. Is this going to be wide enough to get it all? I don't know. Maybe, maybe not. Oh, just. How good was that? It's like I knew what I was doing. Right, so there we go. Let's turn off the planter. Let's lift it up. Let's get it folded up. I mean, this is an absolute brilliant thing how this folds. And I say this all the time, how people make these mods, I will never know. Now they make it so this lifts up and holds them. Oh, absolutely brilliant. Right, so that leaves us with 224 litres of fertiliser in this, and 1,000, just over 1,000 in seed. So not bad going at all. We've managed to get the square bale, the straw swath baled. We've managed to rip. Has that? Wait a minute. That looked like that bit hadn't been done. Oh, it has. Okay. Confused me. And let's turn the old field info off. Don't need it on now. But yeah, so far in this episode we've managed to bale up the straw swath, get all that done, rip up all of that grass field and get the cotton planted. I mean, that's a feat all in itself, and getting through here is going to be another one. This really isn't the best farm for this kind of machinery. You've got the big sheds. You've got the big sheds, but it's just this bend here. Yeah, there we go. Just that bend there. Every time. Wall ride. There we go. It does get easier after a while. Oh, did I catch the wall? Of course I did. Alright, well, that is going to be it for this episode. Like I said, we did the bales. We got that sorted. We need to get those sold. We also ripped up the grass field and put cotton in there. That is going to be one beautiful big cotton field. Also, we did buy a brand new cotton harvester. The loader. I don't exactly know what this thing's called. But we've got that. We've got the big cotton packer. We also have the this thing, semi-loader, would you say? Bale semi-loader? And a dolly system. But that is going to be it for this episode. I hope you did enjoy it as always. If you did, hit that like, hit that subscribe, and I will see you all here real soon on Six Ashes.